Okay, this is if you're a human, you can summon other phantoms to your game so they can help you out. And if you want to get rid of them, they're being stupid, you can banish them with this. Or if you are a phantom and you get summoned to another person's game, you can return to your game by using this crystal. And this, I'll explain what this does when I get to a bonfire. Master, here we go. I think I find this, or I think I bought this for 1,000 souls on my first character. What does this do? Poison okay, so this resists poison pretty good. Not that good. Bleed resistance or curse resistance. Okay, and we have this crappy broken sword as our first weapon. Let me just explain the controls a little bit. R1 is to attack, L1 is to use whatever is equipped in this slot here. I think the top directional button is your spells, and I don't really know what button you push to use those. The bottom directional button cycles through your equipped items. And you can equip 2 things in the left and right directional buttons. So like a sword and a shield and a bow and a talisman to use magic or something like that. And triangle switches between one-handed and two-handed attack modes. Two-handed is obviously stronger, it's a little bit slower, does more damage. And one-handed you can defend with a shield, and two-handed you pretty much defend like this. Oh, R2 is to use strong attacks. R1 is your normal quick-ish attack. And when I get a shield, I'll explain what L2 does. The right stick locks onto nearby enemies. Let me check something really quick. Target auto lock on is on. Okay. Yeah, I'll explain some of these things as they become more relevant, but for now I'm just going to get the heck out of here. I didn't notice this the first time I played, but remember that big fat dragon dude. Wait a second. Okay. Yeah, I just remember that dragon. Oh yeah, and tapping circle will do that quick backstep. Double tapping it does a roll. You're going to be rolling a lot to avoid dying, especially in boss fights. And holding circle allows you to dash. Sometimes these enemies will have items on them. They don't always, but if they do have items on them, you'll see like a glowing white little sphere thing over their dead bodies. Okay, here's our first bonfire. When you rest at a bonfire, it restores all your HP. When we get flasks, I'll explain those. And it also revives all enemies in the area. All enemies except for bosses and strong enemies. We haven't come across any strong enemies yet, so... Where am I going now? I'm gonna do my best to rush through this as quickly as I can without missing any major secrets. Because I feel like I wasted a lot of time on my first time around just exploring. Be wary of the fall. Okay, so there's this dragon that we saw earlier. I don't know if we could actually kill this yet, but we're not supposed to. I didn't notice this until I had died once, but what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to run away from this guy and hide in here. And that locks behind you. Just run over here. There's another bonfire. Oh, and by the way, when you light bonfires, you create a restore point. So if you die, you revive at your last lit bonfire. Shield. Change equipment. Equip shields in your left hand. There we go. Hold L1 to hold your shield out. Do a quick shield bash with L2. And what that does is when you're fighting hand to hand, if an enemy is attacking you, if you time it just right, you can actually deflect their attack. And quickly, right after you deflect their attack, push R1, and you'll perform a parry attack. And you'll basically it breaks their guard, and it does like a ridiculous amount of damage. Good stuff. Praise the sun. Screw the sun. Bandit's knife. Okay, so we got a better weapon now. Let's equip that. And if you can get behind enemies, you can perform this back attack. I'm gonna try to get behind this guy. Just so you see what it is. He's in a corner, come on. Get out of there. Alright, so I guess I'm not gonna show you with this guy, but I'll show you later. It's pretty much it's similar to a parry attack in that it does a lot of damage. So if you can attack enemies from behind, do it. And where am I? Backstab, roll. Need a key. What does it say? Need resignation. Not sure what that means. Bloodstain. What the heck? Dead end. Imminent illusionary wall. What? Oh yeah, and you can leave these messages behind just to help out other players. Like if you find a secret and you want to let someone know. I don't have the item to do it, but you're supposed to use, I think like an orange soapstone or something. And then you can leave a message, and it also, you use orange soapstones, I think they're orange soapstones, to rate other messages also. So if it's really helpful, you can rate it positively. If it's not helpful, give it a negative rating. I think I can open this now. Okay. This should take us back to, this is actually where we were. Our first bonfire. But I'm gonna go up here first. see if I can get behind this guy. Alright, that's what it does. It just did 173 damage. Holy crap. It's locked. Oh, that's right. You're supposed to, when that ball thing fell down the stairs, it broke this wall. So we can actually go through here now and talk to this guy.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I were both undead.
Yes, I will hear you out.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the Undead Assylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lore, when thou ringeth the bell of awakening.
Fate of the undead thou shalt know.
Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more. An Estus flask. An undead. Oh, and this.
Okay.
Now I must bid. I would hate to harm you after death. And thank.
Okay, so he just gave us 5 Estus flasks, and I think this guy actually dies. These basically heal about half of your life each. So yeah, if you run out of Estus flasks, you want to go to the nearest bonfire, and replenish them for free. But the bad thing is that, again, resting at bonfires also revives all enemies in the area. This guy's supposed to die. Why is he not dying? We have to leave. Pretty sure he dies. Okay, so he just gave us... Yep, that guy's dead. Got 100 souls for that. Use that key that he gave us to unlock that. Wait. Left stick. Huh. That's what that is. I couldn't figure out why the heck sometimes I would be kicking and why sometimes I would do a jump kick. But you tap the left stick and you push R1 at the same time to do a kick attack. I think that's supposed to like break their guard or something, but I don't know. Resting at bonfire revives enemies. Yeah, you want to guard a lot in this game. Like, if you're not sure what's around a corner, just hold L1 just in case. But when you're fighting, don't guard too much because it stops your stamina from replenishing. It replenishes, but it just replenishes much slower. Plunging attack. While falling, you push R1 to do a plunging attack. Imminent gorgeous view. Yeah, plunging attacks are kind of a more advanced thing, but you actually need to